Hey guys, it's Omni here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the test server and we are looking at the support artifacts. So as we know, the support artifacts are enhanced by our class-specific, class-exclusive artifact fragments. Make sure you save these guys. We still have one more artifact that is coming, which is the final Ranger artifact. I don't think they're going to do a third round since we've already seen 2 rounds of the artifacts themselves. But let's go ahead and look at the artifact. Again, save those because we don't know what the artifacts are going to bring. So the brand new artifact is the Seraphic Tide. As you look here, the stats are kind of lacking. So it does have health regeneration. Health regeneration effect is increased 1% for every 1 point the character has. For a support class, that's very, very low. And I really feel if the support class is taking damage, they're probably going to die before the health regeneration is really in effect. Little bit bonus on attack, which I wish it had a little bit more survivability. But looking at the ability itself, so generates water orbs the first 2 times that a wielder's ultimate ability is used. So if you just have the baseline after the first time, 2 times they ult, this is not going to have any effect. You're just going to have the health recovery and the attack bonus. Water orbs can bounce between both non-summoned enemies and allies up to 3 times. Allied heroes struck by the orb will have a health recovery, so it has a heal aspect of it, of the wielder's attack rating, and gain 10 haste points over 6 seconds, which can be very, very powerful. Enemy heroes struck by the orb are dealt 150% damage and lose 10 haste points over 6 seconds. So it has the opposite bonus versus the allies versus the enemies on the bonus that it's going to give. The 3-star bonus, water orbs are generated the first 3 times the wielder's ultimate is used. So essentially after the 3rd time though that the ultimate is used, this isn't going to have any effect, which I dislike a little bit. It seems like it's going to be for support classes and it's going to be very, very short-lived because essentially I even think of an instance with the God tier team running 4 of 5 heroes being support. Once they use the water orbs 3 times, so the first 3 times they ult with the super cycle with the twins, if they all have this equipped, if the battle's not over, that's it. They're going to be pretty much spent at that point because of the nature of the artifact. Now, I can see a lot of heroes that it's going to be really, really strong on, whether it be Rain, whether it be Mortis, a couple of support heroes that are really, really going to be strong with this, especially because Mortis, once he ults the first couple times, he's pretty much done anyways. So being able to not only reduce the haste of the enemy team, but increase the haste of your team, as well as recover some health could be a really, really big factor in AFK Arena. And also I could see it in PvP. PvP, it could definitely be something that's used. So even using it in conjunction with a Wukong or an Alna that already have a haste reduction built in there, this could further reduce the haste of the enemy team while boosting your haste, which again can be very, very strong. So the other support artifacts we have, the Tidebearer, this one has crit resistance. So instead of the health recovery, it has crit resistance, and then it has hit points instead of health. I do like the hit points, just the survivability aspect of the artifact versus the attack. So during the battle, the wielder shall gain a shield every 15 seconds. Big issue that players have with the Tidebearer artifact is this shield does not start upon entering the battle. This shield actually starts 15 seconds into the battle. You will go ahead and get a shield equal to 30% of their max health, which exists for 5 seconds. If the shield exists after the time is elapsed, every 2% of the shield's value will be converted into 12 energy points, but shall not exceed 120 energy. So they do put a cap on here of the amount of energy that essentially it's going to bring, which again, really, really downplays the artifact for a support class, because getting 120% energy, and that is the max, depending, because let's say hero comes in, Tidebearer goes off after 15 seconds, the shield is up, takes damage, the shield is gone, there's nothing to convert, so therefore they are getting no energy points out of this at all, unfortunately, because the shield will be gone. Of course, the level 3-star or higher, during battle they get the shield every 15 seconds, equal to 40%, so a little bit of a stronger shield for 5 seconds. 5 seconds it is pretty short to have the shield as well. If the shield expires, every 2% will be converted to 120 points. So they get a 10% bonus on the shield, which again, in the campaign, I just think the amount of damage that the heroes take, especially if they do get hit, this shield is going to be broken very, very quickly, even with the 10% addition from having this artifact leveled up. Again, this artifact is very, very situational. Not many heroes use it. A lot of people run it on Mortis again because of the dynamic of how he is, and also kind of to offset the call. So let's take a look at the call, which is kind of the go-to artifact for everything right now. So Duras Call has haste. Haste again is one of the, if not the biggest, the biggest attributes that we have in the game. So this increases straight haste, increases the casting and attack frequency. Higher value will result in higher attack frequency and attack animation. Higher attacks equal more energy regeneration from the attacks. In addition, this has magic resist. Magic resistance will also address the issues with our support heroes and survivability, allowing them to live a little bit longer from the magic damage that they're taking. And big thing here, we have restores 10 energy per second, 14, and then 16 energy points per second. So in comparison to the Tidebearer, that the shield comes up after 15 seconds. That's right, 15 seconds. And if the shield still has enough charge, you can gain up to 120 energy points. The 15 seconds getting 16 energy points per 15 seconds is absolutely phenomenal in comparison to what the Tidebearer brings. In addition, looking at the new artifact, the energy regeneration that Duras Call brings is still going to trump them in a majority of situations because of the haste effect it brings and the energy restore that it does at 16 energy points. That is a ton, especially when again, the Tidebearer artifact only gives you a max of 120, so it is capped, even though you do get a little bit of crit resistance. The shield doesn't come up till after 15 seconds. Most of the battles last 30 to 45, so this you might get 2 or 3 uses out of before the battle's over. And ultimately, if the shield is broken, it is not going to do much of anything. And then, of course, with this one, it's a little bit of RNG with the water orbs. Once you ult 2 times or 3 times, it is not going to be used at all anymore once the ability has kind of ceased. And again, here, it does provide a little bit of haste for your team, but that is if it hits the allied heroes. If it hits, let's say, 1 allied hero, they'll get a little haste boost of 10. But if it hits 2 enemies and 1 ally, because remember, it can hit up to 3 times, you might only have 2 haste reductions and then 1 haste buff on your team itself, where this one just does the straight haste to the wearer. Again, making Duras Call, it seems like out of the 3 artifacts, Duras Call is still going to be the strongest one for a majority. I know it does have the diminishing return, so if you're running more than 2 of them, another artifact would probably be ideal. Again, it seems like the new artifacts are going to be very, very situational when it comes to the support. It's not going to be the end all because they still haven't made anything as strong as the Duras Call, combined with haste and with the energy recovery that it does per second. I mean, 16 energy points per second, plus the haste for the attack. Very, very strong artifact overall. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Those are the 3 support artifacts that we are going to have. And again, Duras Call, I feel like, is really going to be the one that shines with the haste and the energy points per second of the restore. So again, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.